If you want to be successful, you have to learn to say no. There are only 168 hours per week, 24 hours per day. And most of that is taken up by sleep, by work, by school, whatever it may be, right? And so there's only really so much time we have to give to the thing that we believe is going to get us to our success. And so every single time you say yes to anything that's not getting you closer to your goal, that's building up your business to get you to your goal or project or whatever it may be, then you are slowing down that process tenfold and it compounds over time. And I'm gonna give you examples to look at it in the micro, right? So on a day-to-day, and kind of like the macro, because this is something that I've struggled with for a very long time. And the only times that I've seen the biggest jump in my growth and my success are the times when I've said no, right? And the bigger, the juicier, the tougher, the more challenging the no, the more growth you will receive as a result. Like that's kind of like the price that you got to pay. And so for you specifically, right? Think about all the times that your friends ask you to hang out, to go out for that one dinner, you know, or maybe to get boba, or maybe to get some coffee, right? Or maybe think about how many times your significant other, for me, my girlfriend, right, asks me to go out, you know, drive by to her, even if it's late at night, go grab some boba, go to cafe, go to the beach. Or thinking about the amount of times when you're at home, your parents ask you to help out with the chores or run some errands, or perhaps, you know, like, or maybe, so that's external stuff, right? Now, think about the amount of times that you've said yes to the smaller scale stuff, like the smaller stuff, but the ones that really compound, right? So I'm talking about saying yes to, you know, scrolling on social media, saying yes to checking your phone to see if any notifications pop up and responding to your friend's text, saying yes to, this is a big one. This is a big one for me. Saying yes to working on the things on the business that don't really matter, right? That don't actually produce the results that you want to see. For example, today I was working on the inbound module for a course that I bought. And inbound, by the way, if you don't know, is basically ways to attract clients to come to you, right? So that's via content, and that's pretty much it, right? Building the right system for that. And I went through the YouTube system, but like when I woke up today, I reflected on it. I was like, shit, you know, I don't actually need that right now. What I need is the content system for LinkedIn and Instagram. That is what's most important, right? Because those are the platforms that I'm using the most. Once I get that done, and only then should I be focusing on YouTube. But for right now, focus on the social media content that I'm actually producing on social media first, which is Instagram, LinkedIn, and then go over to YouTube. Like I have to get my priorities straight. So even though YouTube would help my business, right? Learning to say no to something that I don't need right now is a super important skill to have, and that's something that I'm still learning, right? And it also means saying no to unnecessary purchases, like the Alex Hormozi course that was super tough not to buy yesterday or 2 days ago, right? Or perhaps it's like new business software that you don't need, right? It means saying yes to the stuff that actually matters that will move your business forward. And if it's not improving the client, you know, product or service, if it's not getting ways to attract your clients, then it's useless. Like don't work on it, right? And, you know, if I knew this earlier, and if I actually applied this ideology, which is learning to say no, then I would be so much further ahead, genuinely, right? And so that's why I'm locked into a season of no, which means really focusing on what truly matters on the business, like in the business, right? And I'm excited for that because there's a lot of work to do. And I'm just documenting, right? But tomorrow, it's kind of funny. You can see how I can still struggle with this. Tomorrow, I'm spending the day with my girlfriend, right? And it's going to be an all-day thing from maybe like 11 a.m. to maybe 9 p.m. or so. And that's because she's leaving on Friday. The flip side is I invest that amount of time with her, but I won't see her and spend time with her, at least not that much, for the next like 6 months, because she's going to be up in Berkeley. I'm here in LA, right? So we're not going to see each other like nearly as much. But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I knocked out at around 7:30 p.m. today because I was so sleepy. I ate dinner, I was super sleepy and knocked out on the hammock. And then I woke up and I was supposed to meet my girlfriend at around 8:39 today, but I told her I can't because I'm too tired, right? But if, like, for example, if I said yes to hang out with her today, then I would I would be sleeping late. I wouldn't be able to get work in tomorrow morning, which is the reason why I said no in the first place, which is I want to be able to sleep early, and I felt really tired. I want to sleep early so that I can wake up early, do some work, so that I can actually spend time with her the rest of the day without having any, like second thoughts or anything else on my mind. That's the goal. But the biggest takeaway from this video, right, is to learn to say no. And you hear this everywhere with literally every single business person. The more powerful the no, the more concentrated the no, and the more times you say no consistently over a period of time, the closer you will get to that one yes that you want, which is ultimately the goal that you want to achieve, the biggest goal you want to achieve, right? And you can kind of think of it like this, right? There's a beautiful quote that goes something along the lines of, if you chase 2 rabbits, then you won't catch any, right? Because your attention is split. And just imagine if you tried to chase 4 rabbits at once. You wouldn't catch anything. 10, 20, right? And every micro decision, here's another big thing, right? The more often you say yes to even the small things, right? For example, scrolling social media, the more likely you are to saying yes to so many other things. A great example of this is focusing during large work chunks. If you can't even focus for 2 hours straight on your business, or 4 hours straight on your business, or 6 hours straight on your business, then how do you expect to become successful genuinely? Right? Because like, and I kept replaying this in my head. Like I was watching a course and I had the biggest urge to like go on my phone, to check my email, to do all these things. I still did. But a lot, like 90% less. But the urge was still there because I'm still, rewiring my brain. But like our brains are so monkey trained to be so distracted. So really being able to focus for 2, 4, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours straight is truly a gift. Right? And that's something that it's a skill that you have to master and learn, because once you learn it, you will become successful. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right? And I'm going to be a case study of that, guys. We're about to lock the fuck in, right? I'm super excited because the biggest thing for me, right? My focus is at this exact moment. The exact focuses are, number 1, doing outbound on LinkedIn. Right, so continuing my daily outbound flow for that. And number 2, it's very simple, just creating stellar content that actually provides value, and doing that consistently over time. Once I get these 2 systems dialed down, the only thing that really matters next is scaling them. And I really only need 1 channel, right, 1 outbound method, and then also content, right? Once I can get like that down, then all I need to do is do more. Because what I realized is that I can make content on all the platforms. I can work on all these outbound systems, but there's only so much, again, focus that I have. There's only so much time that I have. And so I would rather build one up, like build maybe two or 3 up max, right? Just in case a platform gets shut down, but build it high, right? Build it super high. So I'm super stoked about that. So once again, my focuses are, number 1, building out my LinkedIn outbound, continuing and iterating on my current LinkedIn outbound flow. So it currently goes like send selfie video, send VSL once they send me a positive reply, send them the Calendly link if they have a positive reply to that VSL, and then get them booked on for a call and close them, right? So that's the current funnel for that. The second one is going to be really mastering the art of LinkedIn, which is written, and also Instagram content. Once I can get those down, it's over, right? Once I can consistently be pumping out 3 reels, like 2 LinkedIn posts per day, right? With value-packed content and quality-packed content consistently, like it's only a matter of time until I win, right? Same thing with LinkedIn, same thing with YouTube. So once I get those 3 down, then I will go into LinkedIn. And simultaneously, while I'm doing all of that, I'm also going to be researching my niche. I have a niche interview this Wednesday. So that's my current plan right now. It's nothing too crazy, right? Oh, and that's documenting my journey here. It's nothing too crazy, but it really is about step by step focus. And another thing that I really need to work on is mentally masturbating to like self-development videos. But like Sam Ovens is the GOAT, to be honest. He has a lot of useful stuff, but even then, like I already know what I need to do. Like there's no reason for me not to do it. I know the business fundamentals, right? First, oh, there's a fly, sorry. Right? Like be product and customer centric. Like really focus on that and improving your service, day in, day out. Number 2 is create systems and really scale up those systems that attract clients. So that means content, that means building outbound systems. Those two working in tangent will make your business explode, right? And number 3 is just to be consistent, be focused, say no to everything else, be really dialed into that, so that you can get more clients, so that you can get more business, so that you can improve, so that you can make more money, right? And live the life that you want. But that's pretty much it for today. I'm planning to wake up tomorrow early because I got in a decent amount of sleep and I want to be able to get in work before I see my girlfriend and spend the day with her. So with that being said, this is the PLOG. Oh, this fly is so disgusting. Why is it over me? Anyway, sorry about that. This is PLOG 1.4. Ran out of storage, but this is PLOG V1.41. Be better daily, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.